It's your boy Warlow back with another My Team video. And don't ask any questions, I just got shades on. My hair's looking like a mess. But we're gonna rate the final small forward tier list, assuming that 2K doesn't change. Like they drop content on Friday for season 9. I'll be surprised. It's usually rehash content. But we're gonna rank it up here. And we're gonna rank the best small forwards in the game. But right now, starting it off, we're going to rank my GOAT, Kevin Durant. You already know how I feel about him. I'm going to rank all three KDs right away to kick off. I'm ranking this KD S tier. I've been using him in my starting lineup with Bobo, with Wemby. Like, he is so good. Like, especially when you give him some defensive badges and stuff of that nature. Like, his leaner really good. His jump shot is okay-ish. He has a great fadeaway. Like, he is one of the best shot creating players in the game. If you can figure out how to use Kevin Durant, he is so good. And people can be like, right, I do not care. The card is elite in my opinion. I can still run a diamond and cook you in salary cap. He is such a god. Learn that leaner and you got a god. Kevin Durant, I got him in C tier currently, and it's gonna be low. Like Kevin Durant, there's no reason to run this KD over multiple small forwards in this game, especially at the small forward position. We're talking about just small forward, like cards like Dan Marley, who's a shooting guard list. I'm not including him on the list. I might forget some others, but hopefully I don't. I'm trying like. None of y'all gonna run Dan Marley at small forward, or there's another guy that y'all ain't gonna use at small forward. Y'all know you ain't using him. And this KD that could play point guard, I would probably rank him in the same tier. Like Kevin Durant's really not a point guard. He's better as shooting guard, small forward, but yeah, he's not really that. So I'm ranking him in at S tier. Okay, Bobby Jones, the first one going to the grass tier. Trash. Bobby Jones release is not it anymore. Had his time, had his moments, but if you're still using Bobby Jones for whatever reasoning, maybe find a new hobby or wait for 2K25 personally. Terry Dishanger too. Sad that he didn't get an upgrade before 2K25, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. And big man Terry Dishanger is just not that guy. Adam Morrison, I have to put him in the same. He's better than. I'll put him in D tier. Like, you can still use Adam Morrison and have some success. It's just his uppers just cooked. I can't put him in the same tier as freaking Terry. I think he's a better card than Terry. But, yeah, that's how I'm going to rank it. LeBron James is small forward, A tier. I still think LeBron for small forward is still an elite small forward in this game. If you want to run LeBron, he's S, you know, we already know where LeBron ranks as a point guard, but as a small forward, I think it's A tier. He doesn't have as many advantages as small forward, but he's still gonna be a LeBron. LeBron's still really good in this game. So yeah, Melo is garbage. Unless you're on current gen, this is Dark Matter Melo, garbage. And where's the other Carmelo Anthony? I think I have him on the tier list somewhere. We can just do both Melos while we're here. And I just can't find my other Carmelo Anthony. I am blind. I'm trying to find him. I might have forgot the other Carmelo Anthony. Good dang. If I did forget him, we'll try to find him later. But if I did end up forgetting him, he will go in trash tier too. If you're on current gen, he will be S tier because he is so good on current gen. But we're speaking about next gen, and on next gen, that release is just too broke. I think Melo Upper isn't it, and I think he's just a little bit on the mediocre end. I got Larry Nance. I think Larry Nance is a better card than Kevin Durant. I will stand by that. I feel like Larry Nance is better than KD. Literally has a good jumper, big build, good better release. There's no reason to run Kevin Durant over a Larry Nance who can big player mods. Like KD has no shot creation on that card. Like, what's the point? Like KD's like moving stuff is literally like you just move nowhere because he literally has SIGs without a release. Like what do you post? Oh, I forgot to rank GOAT KD. GOAT KD's S tier. He's a god. GOAT. I think both of them are S tier. I don't care. I will put them on the same pedestal. Like, they're both on the same pedestal. They're both really good in their own way. Like, the GOAT one just plays magnificent. The other one just plays like a KD card that's magnificent. Yeah, they're both really. Both of them are really good. Dr. J. I did not really care that much for Dr. J. I'm being honest. I'm ranking him in at C tier too. Like, I don't really like Dr. J in this game. It's just there's something off about the card. We're talking about small forward. He's undersized really. And I think we're gonna have to go lower than that, because like honestly, you're playing small forward position at this point. You're not even talking about point guard, but I'll put him in the same tier as 80. I mean, Dr. J has small forward. You want to run Dr. J, he has a good release, but like, why? Why would you run him a small forward? And I think he's a bit inconsistent, so yeah. Kawhi Leonard, I'm ranking his Dark Matter at B tier. I think Kawhi is still elite, even at 6'7". He has defense unlike anybody else. He just plays spectacular defense, and Kawhi Leonard is really, really, really good. So personally speaking, I think, and he has a good Pro 2 laner. I personally really like this card. And yeah, and someone hated the fact I ranked Jimmy Butler, but Jimmy Butler's still going to stay at D tier for final. He's not a garbage tier because he's not that Bobby Jones, but Jimmy Butler's so outdated now. At this point, it's about using the other Jimmy Butler, and I think the other Jimmy Butler's shooting guard now, so he won't be on that tier list. So yeah, for the small forward position, we have to go D tier. RJ Barrett. Call me crazy. Okay, I'm ranking him D tier. Okay, I'm about to rank him in C tier, but no, RJ Barrett's a little outdated. He has a good release. He should have got another card. I actually like this RJ Barrett a lot. RJ Barrett was good when he released, but he's kind of on the outdated end. I wouldn't put him over Dr. J or KD, but he's still a really good small forward. Brandon Ingram, I feel like, is trash at this point. It's not that I like Brandon Ingram from B. Like, we've seen him evolve. It's just Brandon Ingram's release is way too slow for this stage in the game, and he just doesn't play. Simple as that. Does not play overall. Next up, we got Paul George. Paul George is going in A tier. I know somebody got, like, we're ranking him on others. He's not on that S tier level. Like, he's not on that KD level yet. But Paul George is A tier because his release is still really good, but it keeps him from being a top end. Like, it's top end. And he doesn't have those other stuff that the KD has. So I gotta rank him in that A tier. And next up, we got Toni Kukoc. Toni Kukoc B tier. He has to go down one tier a little bit from the final time, but Toni Kukoc is still really good. Give me Toni Kukoc anytime over Dr. J. KD has a phenomenon release. Good. Like, he does everything you really need for a free card. It's sad you can't buy him anymore if you came late into the cycle, so you can't get him anymore, but it is what it is. Jonathan Bender up next. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really get to see much, but I rank him in that. For now, I'm ranking him at C tier. This is just a prediction tier, because I don't think Mo Harrell release is good on next gen. I know his release is good on next gen. Like, it's really good on next gen, so he'd probably be A tier on current. I meant current gen. But I know Mo Harrell's release is not that good on next gen. It's just not that good of a base, so right now I'm gonna rank him in that B tier. But that's a prediction tier. I have to use him more, but it's like maybe the power forward tier list, I'll keep that updated. But I mean, y'all saw the pack open. They didn't give me jack to try out myself. I should have watched maybe some JC gameplay. I'm gonna watch a couple clips of JC playing with him. I'll be right back in a second. Okay, so I just watched some gameplay with the car mid-video. Shout out to JC for getting us some tactical. Oh, he might be playing in the background. Getting us that gameplay. But Jonathan Bender, I would rank the more I see it, I would put him in B tier. Like, I would have to use him. I would have to literally think about it. But he had a nice Jamal Murray. But that Mo Harrell release looked really weird. It looks money, but it's such a weird form. It's like LeBron jumper smooth, Paul George jumper smooth, and then Jonathan Bender has a weird type of base, really. But I can't put him in Saints here or Larry Nance. We're going to put him as a low A-. I think Jonathan Bender's good from seeing the gameplay. He looked really good, so shout out to JC for that, JC2K. Jonathan Bender, who tier list we just reacted to just lately. But Jalen Rose, garbage, absolutely sucks, doesn't play, garbage card. Tracy McGrady on this tier list, I think Tmac has to go in just mediocre tier. He's a small forward, and he doesn't play good as small forward. At this point, the only reason you can use Tmac is to be your point guard, and he's not playing on small forward. So at that point, he does not play. So yeah, he's playing. And next up, we got Khris Middleton, 6'7". At this point, probably, I'd rather have Khris Middleton, but like small forward than KD. I'll put in Khris, but I'll rank this one C tier and rank the other one on B tier, the Invincible. But I personally don't think Khris Middleton is still cooked. He can still cook. He's the same height as KD and he's still a good talent small forward. I like Khris Middleton personally. I like him. Next, we got small forward LeBron. He's still an A tier. Really good small forward. So, like, I mean, it's LeBron James. LeBron James always been really good. Luol Deng, trash at this stage in the game. Garbage. We don't need the excuse garbage. Like, Luol Deng doesn't play. Release, he's undersized. Like, what are we doing? Cody Williams, S tier small forward. Really good. No matter what position he plays, shooting guard, small forward, dude is going to be elite. He's going to be a goon out on the court, and he's going to be top tier. Kyle Kuzma, still don't know why this man was ever gassed up. Absolute dog. Just trash, bum. He's every type of garbage. I don't know why this card was ever gassed up to be anything. He was never good. Dude was never good except for current gen. Like, let's just be real. Tyron Smith, Tyron Johnson, small forward. Definitely would rank him in at A tier. Tyron Thomas is really good. I love him a lot. He still plays in my lineup till this day. And he is still a really good small forward. Rick Barry up next, B tier. I like Rick Barry cards. Rick Barry cards are really good. So, has a good release. Free throw money. I like him. Glenn Rice, S tier. I run Glenn Rice as small forward. I run my KD as shooting guard, then I put Glenn Rice as small forward. Then I run Cody Williams off the bench. He is so... I mean, it is crazy. If you missed out on Glenn Rice, you really missed out on one of the best cards in this game for free. And I kind of feel bad for you in a way. I'm not going to lie. But it's Cwebb Johnson, garbage. 300k for a certified bum. Unless you're a Heat fan, there's no reason to buy Cwebb Johnson. What are you going to do with the card? Scottie Pippen up next, B tier. Scottie Pippen's a great defender. Really good. But he's not better than Toni Kukoc. Like, he's not. I'm ranking him at C tier. Like, I'm ranking him only at C tier. I probably would still rank this card higher than KD, but literally, I can't put Scottie Pippen in a better tier than Toni Kukoc. Toni Kukoc is better at small forward. We're not talking about shooting guard. He is better than Toni Kukoc. Now, I would rather have him over KD. That means KD would have to drop the D tier. Like, is that crazy to say? I mean, because other KD can at least play. I mean, we're basing this on small forward tier list, so we're just gonna keep it. We'll keep it. Vince Carter up next, small forward. Trash. At this point, you can't run Vince Carter at small forward. Like, you gotta use him as shooting guard. Like, come on. I don't know why he's even here. He shouldn't have even been on this tier list. Michael Beasley as small forward up next, A tier. If you want to run Michael Beasley at small forward, card is gonna be really good, really elite. And he's just gonna be really good. Next, we got Rudy Gay at A tier. There's a lot of good A tier small forwards. Rudy Gay is amazing. That's what I mean. I didn't mean to hit my table, but that's what I mean about the small forward shooting guard. It's just there's a lot of good elite players in this position that's just so much better than my opinion. And Kevin Durant, there's no reason to ever open packs unless you was a KD fan. Even damn, why not get the free one? Just don't understand it. Steven Jackson up next, absolute garbage can. Doesn't play, sucks, doesn't run. Absolutely trash. Next, we got the small forward. Dr. Jeb was ranking him in the same tier. I ranked him by mistake. But next, we got Ron Hollins. I'm not that really huge on Ron Hollins. I'll still put him B tier because I'd rather have him on the court than Scotty, Dr. J. But I'm not that high on him, really. B tier is a perfect tier for him. He's still got the John Wall base. He's all right. Ron Artest, another A-tier small forward. There's a lot of good A-tier small forwards. And you could debatably say that some of these players should be an S-tier small forward level. Because, like, they're all really elite. But we're going to have only a little bit of an S-tier. But we have a lot of A-tiers. So, I don't know. Maybe we have to figure out how this list is going to work. We have a lot of S-tiers. I mean, a lot of A-tiers. But Mattis, you already know I don't really like Mattis. Like, if I put Madison C tier, yeah, KD's gonna have to drop. Like, if I put Madison C tier, I can't put Kevin Durant in the same tier. I think Mattis is better than the KDs. Like, so like, I'm gonna have to lower KD to D tier. So that's just the way it's gonna have to go in this tier list because it ranks different when you're comparing KD to other cards. You just have to rank it off of that. And KD does not play better than. It doesn't play better for me, at least to me. I don't think he plays better. Paul Pierce, absolute garbage, does not play. There's no reason to discuss it why he doesn't play. It sucks can't be used, but it is what it is. 100 overall, KD would probably go in the same tier. Just being honest. They're just not that good. The free ones are better. No reason to get that card. Just no reason. Jayson Tatum, up next. I think Jayson Tatum is a very good small. Like, he's borderline. I'm putting him A tier. How crazy that sounds. Tatum plays so good. Like, Tatum plays so good for his stats that might be high, but like, he don't got many SIGs, but the man don't miss. I mean, you go in unlimited, this dude just cooks. Like, he don't need SIGs. Dude just hits every single shot. I can't explain it, really. He just hits every single shot, and he just dominates the game. It is what it is. So, I'm ranking Tatum in at A tier. He's an elite small forward. That's for free, and he's elite. He is elite. Next, we got Harrison Barnes, and there's a lot of cards that have to be an A tier. Goodness gracious. Like, I might have to rank Harrison Barnes. Like, we gotta change. We gotta change something up. We got too many cards in A tier. Goodness freaking gracious. Harrison Barnes, I'm ranking him in at, yeah, I have to rank him A tier. He has a phenomenal release, really good. It's just good God. There's so many, like I might have to move some of these guys up to S tier. So it's not just filling A tier, but it's like, bruh. Shawn, Harrison Barnes like 6'7" small forward, so like we can easily move him to B tier. Because we're not basing, he's an A tier. He's an A tier, though. He's an A tier. He's an A tier. Like, he is an A tier. You gotta rank him A tier. Dr. J, 100 overall. I like short hair Dr. J better for some reason. So I'm ranking this Dr. J B tier. Okay, I mean, I don't know what it is. The short hair Dr. J just played better for me overall, but that's just how I felt personally. So yeah. James Worthy up next. We got James Worthy. He is B tier. James Worthy is actually a really probably C tier. Probably C tier. He's not B tier. Probably C tier. He does his job. He doesn't do anything wrong. He's just James Worthy. That's the best way to describe James Worthy. He's just James Worthy. Best way to describe it, though. Best way. Chris Mullin, D tier. Doesn't do anything special. I don't think Chris Mullin plays, actually. I'm putting him in trash. I don't think Chris Mullin with that jumper plays at the end of the year at small forward. I just don't really. Lamar Odom at next. I rank Lamar Odom at C tier. Average card, average release, got good movement, but that's about it for Lamar Odom. Doesn't do much else on the court, really. And that is where we're going to rank Lamar Odom at. And this is a big tier list, so if you're here, hit the like button, because that's things that us YouTubers have to tell y'all to do. Don't want to hit it? Oh, well then, I don't know what to tell you then. We got Allen Houston. Up next is him, and Allen Houston, in my opinion, I think he's... I don't know where I just ranked. I think he's D tier. Like, I think he's trash at this point. People are not gonna like the Allen Houston ranking, but ranking small forward, he's undersized small forward, releases mid. He does not play. I don't think Allen Houston literally plays at this stage in the game. So, yeah, I just don't see a scenario where he plays at. Grant Hill is garbage tier, does not play really. Literally absolute dog water. Next we got Invincible Kevin Durant. If you have to rank the best one, I might just rank that one as C tier. They're all the same. I had to rank all four of them because they all already freaking nerf sane. There's no point. This one has more badges. Like, you're not gonna know the difference. It's like they're all in D tier. They're just all average. Next we got DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan up next. He's just not playing. Trash. He does not play at this stage in the game. DeMar DeRozan, they did dirty this year. Overall, they should have did better with DeRozan. Next up, we got Richard Jefferson. Trash. Doesn't play. Absolutely garbage. He is awful. There's no better way to state it. The man just sucks. Okay, but Shawn Marion, that's small for. He's going to be a little undersized at 6'7". But, like, we ranked, like, Harrison Barnes. He has to be A tier. He maybe not S tier because shooting. He's not shooting guard. But if you run Shawn Marion small forward, if you have an out of position player, it doesn't matter. Like, Shawn Marion's an S tier. Even as small forward. Even as small forward, because I have Glenn Rice at S tier. I think Shawn Marion's an S tier. I feel like he is a phenomenal small shooting guard. I feel like he is so good. And I might move Tyron Smith up to S. I think he's the best overall small forward out of them. So I'm going to have to move him up to small. I'm moving him up to S tier. Like, I really like that Tyron Smith. And next up, we got probably Dan Marley on his tier list. He's too short to play small forward. Probably D tier. He's too short to play small forward. Shooting guard, he's different, but small forward, he's too short to play small forward. Don't know how he got in the tier list. Michael Redd, D tier. I can't put Michael Redd in the same. Michael Redd's trash. I don't think he's actually trash. I like them when I use them, but like we're comparing him to every single card now. It is what it is now. He's gonna be way lower on the list. Now all we got is GOAT Giannis, Dr. J. So GOAT Giannis would be S tier. He's just a GOAT card. GOAT LeBron at small forward would still be S tier. I mean, Larry Bird, I probably would put him in at B tier. I don't think he plays over the guys in A tier, but over the guys in C tier, I'd rather have Larry Bird. And Dr. J, I probably would put, I'm not that high on Dr. J, probably in like, probably B tier, the same tier. Like, I don't think you're gonna notice the difference between the GOAT Dr. J and this Dr. J, and I just don't like Dr. J in this game. So yeah, this is the tier list we are going with. I'm gonna make sure I didn't forget nobody. We forgot Invincible LeBron James. Did I rank Invincible LeBron? No, I did not. And I think Invincible LeBron still is A tier too. But I'm gonna go look out for any other LeBrons I forgot about. Let's make sure I didn't forget any on the list. And yeah. Okay, so I forgot 3 players, but Hedo Turkoglu at small forward probably would go at D tier. It just, Hedo moves good, but his release is slow. That is just a problem, and I think he's borderline unusable. Yeah, I'm putting him in trash. Hedo is trash when it comes to like we're talking about small forward Hedo. Like, he's trash. That release just too ain't it. John Havlicek, I like John Havlicek, but at small forward, he would be too undersized to play the position. And that's what I believe. Khris Middleton, I will put him at B tier. I like Khris Middleton cards, and I think he'll be solid at the small forward position. But yeah, this is the small forward tier list I'm going with currently. I'm not so sure. KD's like, I want to say C tier still. I still want to move him up to C tier because I think he's better than. It's hard to say because is he better than RJ Barrett? I said with that release, it's just not it. He has it behind. It's just not it. Not it. I'm not that high on the Kevin Durant. They're either C or D. You could take it forever you want. You could take it forever you want. But this is the tier list, though. A lot of A's, a lot of S, a lot of B's. And I think I forgot Josh Smith on this tier list, which I just noticed mid-thing because he plays small forward. Oops. I kind of forgot Shawn. We're doing it live. I kind of forgot Josh Smith. But Josh Smith, if I was ranking him because he's a small forward, I would rank him at A here on the tier list. But okay, being honest, I just noticed I forgot so many cards on this list. I don't know how that occurred. My apologies. I forgot so many cards. Small forward, Yao would make up next. Small forward, I personally would rank Yao in D. Like, okay, hear me out on this. Yao's not really good at small forward. Yao Ming is an elite S tier center. I get that. But on small forward tier list, Yao Ming is really not that good at any other position other than center and power forward. And you're going to kind of get hurt defensively a whole lot. Yao's release not that good. Dribble 6. It's pointless having Yao and freaking, like, it's weird ranking him. But it's like, why run him? It's like, I would personally not recommend running him. Cwebb is absolute garbage. Release sucks. Doesn't play. Same with Blake Griffin. Absolute garbage. Both do not ever touch the court and both do not play. Free Dr. J. I didn't really like him at all. I rank him in a D tier. Just Dr. J. I mean, if you run that small for cool, he can hit open shots. But that's about it. That's all he's doing. That's all he is doing. Next, we got Victor Wembanyama. We got Wemby at S tier. Wemby Victor. Wemby is elite, top tier. I really like Wemby, so yeah, he is. I mean, we right now Wemby's one. Wemby if you're out of position, Wemby, you're S tier automatically. Just the way it works. Mikal Bridges, not good, garbage. Like that release. If you're on current gen, he might be elite. I don't know. I didn't do any gameplay with him, but he has a really good jumper on current gen, but. At small forward, 6'7", on a little bit not that tall. That release on next gen is gonna get cooked. Next up, we got Reggie Lewis, probably C tier. I'm not ranking him higher than Rick Barry or Dr. J but C tier for probably rank him. Yeah, C tier for Reggie Lewis. He's an okay card. Okay card, just not that crazy. Kobe Leaner on Tmac. I don't like Tmac space no matter what. Like, this one has Kobe base, I get it. But I'll put him in D instead of trash because he has Kobe leaner at least some way to create with him. But both of the Tmacs are both mediocre and don't touch your court. Now, I watched some gameplay with Jonathan Isaac. I wasn't able to get gameplay, so I had to watch some gameplay of him. He has Curry slide, so I'm going to have to put him in B tier. Just off that alone, Curry slide release is solid, but like, he does Curry slide though. Like, Curry slide when you have Jonathan Bender, LeBron with Jamal. You know, they have the top tier animations at this stage. I feel like Jonathan Isaac's a B tier small forward. Amare Stoudemire up next. Rank him in that D tier. I can't put him on that C tier pedestal. I don't think he's better than Worthy, Dr. J, Mattis. But I feel like, I think he's on that KD, Tmac. I feel like he's on that level. So I'm ranking him in that D tier. Free Giannis Antetokounmpo is pretty mediocre. Doesn't come with SIGs. What are we doing, really? He doesn't come with SIGs. I don't have the other Giannis's on there, but 100 overall Giannis. Where I even rank 100? I even have him on this tier list. Just noticed that Giannis ain't here. Goodness freaking dang it. That was a mistake by me, but mistake by me. But I have Giannis right here. I just picked him on the tier list. I'm gonna rank Giannis. I'm really not that high on Giannis anymore. I'll probably put him C tier. Actually, no. Giannis release is unusable at this stage. Like, I'll put him in C tier. I'll still rank Giannis in that C. Like, I'll rank him C tier. Like, Giannis still going to be dominant, but at this point, I'd rather have Jonathan Isaac any day of the week over Giannis. Even though he has the better SIG, that release just cooked. Tim Thomas, trash. His release sucks. I don't know. That card was ranked high, too, and he sucked. Good, great current gen card. You have this card on current, he's really still good, but doesn't play. And same with the Ball Gambler, doesn't play. Same with Dirt Nowitzki. All 5 of them don't play. Good God, who else can't play? They all don't freaking play. They all are unusable trash can releases. Okay, back to normal releases. Bol, the one of the best small forwards in the game, probably the best one in the game. S tier. Release could be faster, but other than that, he does. He's that guy. He is that guy. Ray Allen, release too slow, does not play. Kevin Garnett, who I'm always high on in my tier lists. Y'all know that. I think he's an S tier small forward. Kevin Garnett is just so good. He just hoops. And he just generally, I feel like he's always an S tier. He has a good enough release. And he is a really, really solid small forward in my team. You get for free too. Ben Simmons, that is a small forward. I feel like you have to put him in D. Like, he's still Ben Simmons, getting some Ben Simmons animations, but other than that, yeah, it's like, man, what are you doing? Well, that release too slow. D tier for Ben Simmons. But next we got Brian Scalabrine. I think Brian Scalabrine is better than who I used earlier. I think it was Julius Randle. I think he's better than him. I'll put Scalabrine in probably C tier. Like, probably C tier. I don't think he's over Tony Kukoc, Khris Middleton. I don't think he's over those guys. But Brian Scalabrine with the quickly base, he's still a solid small forward. Just nothing that crazy. He does good. I wish they did it better with the Emmanuel quickly release. Next up, we got Karl Malone. Good player model. I put Karl Malone B tier still. Karl Malone is solid. Karl Malone's a solid card. I like Karl Malone, so he can easily be at B tier. Ricky Davis up next, even though it's small forward. I'm ranking him at A tier. I just have to. Ricky Davis is just so good. If I got Harrison Barnes, Rudy Gay at A, there's no reason I should not have Ricky Davis in at A. Ricky Davis is so good. So good. I just noticed my shades were off. My apologies, guys. I had to make sure the video was good. But next up, we got Pablo Banchero. Pablo, probably put him at C tier. The release is solid. I'd rather run Pablo over Giannis at this stage, but they're on the same tier level. I like Pablo, so I'm ranking him in at C tier. Next up, we got Sharif, D tier. Probably garbage. Nah, the release too slow. He's just garbage at this stage in the game. Just does not play. And not gonna make your team. So next, we got Korolenko. He's S tier small forward. He's one of the best small forwards in the game. 100% recommend him. And he is so good. So good. And I'm ranking him in S tier. So next we got Adam Morrison, which ranked the other one in D tier. I probably rank this one at C tier. He ain't nothing special really. Like, he's alright. Like, I'd rather have the other players in front of him. But Adam Morrison's an okay card. I just don't like the upper, personally speaking. It's just, if you know his upper, he'll be fine, but I just don't think he's that really good. And Rodman is trash. I'm sorry, Rodman don't play just because y'all use him because you're free. You just don't have any funds. So sorry, I'm going to tell you the truth. He's garbage. He is garbage. But that is the tier list, though. This time it's complete. Okay, for real this time. This tier list went longer than I expected. Let me know if you disagree or agree, because I ain't coming back again if we forgot some players. Shoot, it just is what it is at this point. In like example, if you want to know, like Klay Thompson, I mean, probably fall in C because like he's undersized. Rashard Lewis, garbage. Make sure we didn't forget nobody. I don't think we did. I feel like we did a good job, personally speaking. Make sure we didn't forget no one. Jerry Stackhouse, some people might want to know, at small forward, probably fall into D or F, like release slowish. I got cooked by him a little bit, but got cooked up a little bit by him, but. Yeah, that is the tier list, though. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about it. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next MyTeam. Make sure make sure we showed it all but good. And see y'all in the next MyTeam video.